Okay. Feels like chapter 4, section 1, these problems right here. If you were to graph it, this is already in graphing mode, y equals mx plus b. This one, you can get it in the graphing mode, y equals mx plus b, and then graph it and see what happens. So I'm going to tell you right now, there is an answer for this. There's an ordered pair that works. There is. We're just going to find it and check it. So here's the process. It's called substitution method. That's the first method, 4.2 substitution method. What you want to do is substitute something in somewhere. One of the equations. So you pick the easy one. Let's see, pick the easy. To get a variable by itself, that's what you're trying to do. Let's go up here. I'm going to pick this one, Jeff, just because it's first and I want to. Fine. Get the x by itself. How would you do that? Well, I'd move the 2y over and divide by 5. Well, good luck. That you're going to have fractions, and I don't think you like fractions, but good luck. Oh, yeah, okay. I'm going to get y by itself because you always said get it y equals mx plus b. Well, fine. You can do that on this one. What would you do? You subtract 5 and divide by -2. Now, if you divide 3 and 5 by -2, you're going to get fractions again. Now, I would say avoid fractions to substitute in. Don't pick. That's too hard. All right, look at this one. This one already has a variable by itself. Thumbs up. That's what you want. One of the variables, one of the equations, I should say. Pick the easy equation and get a variable by itself. Here, I'm going to look at future ones, future pairs. All right, pick an equation where you can get a variable by itself. Hey, you got a choice because it doesn't matter. You've got, I don't know, maybe that one's easier just because you move that one. This one, you'll have to get the negative off the y. I'd pick the second one. That's what I would do. Okay, over here, pick one of the equations where you can get the variable by itself. Well, this looks harder than that one because I can get the variable x by itself without fractions. That's the one I'm going to pick, is the first one. Uh-oh, these both look kind of harder. I don't know, this one's less hard because it's positives and there's a 0. That's the only reason why I might choose this one, which I think I will, than this one. I'll probably choose the second one. Well, gosh, I think I would just go ahead and choose the one at the top because you can just get y by itself by subtracting 2x. So the first step is always get a variable by itself. It doesn't matter if it's y or x. Just get one of them easy, and I'll show you what the next step is. Okay, so hey, that's already done. In our problem, we picked the second equation because the y is already isolated. It's already by itself. There it is. So what I do is I'm going to put parentheses around the entire right side of the equation. Whenever I get the variable by itself on the left side, I put the entire right side in parentheses because what's here, all of this, parentheses and everything right there, is going to go, okay, here's this equation I messed around with. You're going to substitute this into the other equation. I think it says it right here. Oh, there it is. I even put it in bold to kind of catch your attention. You're going to replace or substitute the parentheses stuff into the other. Okay, where's the other? Y equals, okay, right here. This right here is going to go right in that one. Because it says y equals 3x. Okay, that y's got to be 3x. So that's what my step is showing you down here. Right, so I got 2x subtract 2 times 3x. That used to be y right there, 2y. So 5x minus 2 times 3x equals -3. Now solve for the variable. Solve for, in this case, the x. All right, combine like terms. -x equals -3. Get rid of the negative. So getting rid of the negative means you divide or multiply by -1. So then you get -1. That's weird. So x equals 3. Yay. That's half of the answer, by the way. Remember, an ordered pair looks like this, x comma y. Oh, okay, so you got 3 comma, I don't know. I got to find the y. So the next page tells you what the next step is. Find the other variable value. You're going to plug in this case 3 into x. And it doesn't matter which equation in the second step. See, first of all, I had other. Plug it into the other. Here it says plug something into either original. Doesn't matter, pick something. Okay, so I'm choosing this one. I'm going to show you that the other is fine too. The other works too. So here's this one, was the easy one. Put in the x equals 3 and you get 9. Oh, okay, so y equals 9. Here's the other one, and the original looked like this. It was kind of a mess. 5x, 2y, 5x subtract 2y equals, I think it was -3. Oh yeah. All right, put the x, what was it? X equals 3 right here. 5 times 3 subtract 2y equals -3. I'm looking for the y. It better be 9 when I'm done. Otherwise, I'm going to eat. What do they say? Eat crow or eat?
Yeah.
Eat my words. It's not going to. Something's really weird. 15 minus 2y equals -3. Move the 15 over, so -2y is equal to -3. Subtract 15. -2y equals -18. Take a breath. Keep going. -2, -2. Y equals. Hey, there you go. Oop, you didn't see what I'm doing. It's going too fast. I got the same thing. Hey, it doesn't matter. That's the whole point. You pick. All right, and if you checked it, you'll find out, hey, it works on both of them. Check. That's what you have to do, is make sure when you get your answers, check them both all over again. Called substitution method. Look at the two equations, pick the easy one to get a variable by itself. Okay, both of them are kind of easy. I think I said I'd pick the second one. Okay, pick the second one. Get the x by itself. I'll rewrite it. Okay, getting the x by itself. That was weird. 2 equals, that's really weird. I need to go get my head examined.
Or just get better.
Yeah, I have 3 weeks. It happens Cheryl, my wife, says, I get run down. She says, it happens every Christmas, right towards the end. Because I'm going, working hard. I play hard, work hard, and all of a sudden, around finals time, I get sick. And so it's not any fun during Christmas every year. Interesting. It doesn't, I don't get run down so bad in the spring. Maybe it's because the weather, maybe it's because it's sunny out there.
And your grandkids aren't sick.
Well, they're sick. They can be sick also coming from school in the spring too. I don't know. I just feel like, in the holidays, everybody's go, let's shop. Well, we're shopping Amazon. Too bad I didn't have Amazon stock this year. I heard they went up, what was the percentage of online sales? Billions and billions of dollars, but it was 60, I think it was 60% increase for them on Amazon sales because everybody's shopping on Amazon online. Now, in my instructions, it says put parentheses around this stuff. I'll show you. I don't know. I've laid it out, try to lay it out step by step. The instructions are there to help you guys. The author does some of it, but not all of it. Okay, in our problem, we pick this. Here it is. Put parentheses. This is what my intent was. Maybe I don't say it right in my sentence structure. Put parentheses around the entire right side. Something just went away. Oh, there it is right there. All right, so 10 parentheses around the entire right side, right there. Okay, fine. Now what? Substitute that into the other equation. Here's the other. Here's the other. Oh, all right. So 2x minus y equals 8 is the other. Right for x, right here goes this junk. This stuff right here goes right there. So you go 2 parentheses negative 3y plus 4. Oh, subtract y, write everything else the same, equals 8. And then you go about your business by trying to solve for, in this case, the letter y. Distribute. I said distribute. I know, I'm trying. Okay, better. There you go. Distribute, distribute. Subtract y equals 8. Collect like terms. Minus 7y equals 0. See, the 8's going to go away. Oh, okay. So divide by negative 7, divide by negative 7, still 0. Maybe y is supposed to be 0. Maybe. Okay, I'll come back to that. So now you found one of the numbers. To find the other number, it says, my instructions, it says right here, I even highlighted. Plug, ours is 0, not 3, and it's letter y, not the letter x. Plug that number into either of the equations, either. All right, shoot, I'll pick this one. I'll just pick that one. Okay, so y0 times 0 equals 4. 4, maybe 4. Maybe 4 and 0. I don't know, try it. I'm just gonna mentally, I'm not gonna write it all down. You can follow along. I know you can. 4 and 0, 4 and 0. 4 and 0 does, I'll zoom in so you can see what I'm doing. 4 and 0. 2 times 4 is 8. Subtract 0, 8. Works. How about this one? 4 and 0. 4 plus 0. Oh, 4. Works. So the answer, you could leave it as x equals and y equals. I'm okay with that. The author might write it as an ordered pair. So you got what, 4 comma 0, the answer like that. And check in the back of the book and be prepared for either way for your exam, either way. Okay, this one here, Jan's gonna do this one. This one here, I would bet Jan's gonna pick the top one. I don't think she's gonna pick the bottom one. She'll tell you why when you're in her little room. Okay, on to this one. Okay, fine. They both look kind of hard. I think I said I picked the second one because it's got a 0. That's the only reason. So I choose. I'll choose that. Now, picking a variable to get by itself. Okay, there's a good choice and there's a bad choice, I think. If I picked x to get by itself, eventually I have to divide by 4, meaning 12 divided by 4 is a good thing because it's not a fraction. If I got y by itself, eventually I have to divide by 12. 4 divided by 12 is a third. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to get x by itself for the reasons I just told you. Solve for x. And then divide by 4. Put that in parentheses. Substitute it into the other equation, which was 6y minus 2x equals 12. So right here. Sorry, I'm taking care of a dog too. I thought I heard him scratching. Anyway, this is going to be 6y subtract 2 parentheses negative 3y equals 12. And now collect like terms and solve. So 6y plus 6y is equal to 12. 12y is equal to 12. Y is equal to 1. Maybe. We'll find out in a second. Now find the y. Excuse me, now find the x. Pick either. Pick either. Not the other, but pick either. I don't know. Okay, I'll pick this one. Doesn't matter. I'll pick the other again because it's either. I'll pick the 6y subtract 2x. It doesn't matter which one. The second step, it doesn't matter. Y is 1. Okay, so you go 6 times 1 minus 2 times x is equal to 12. 6 subtract 2x is equal to 12. Subtract 6 from both sides. So I get negative 2x is equal to, okay, 12 subtract 6 is 6. And divide by negative 2, it looks like x equals negative 3. I don't know. We'll have to try it. See if it works. Here, I'll do a check on one of them, but you can do the other one. Here's my check on one of them. You need to do both of them, but I'll check the, again, I'll check the hard one. I'll check that one. So 6 times the y is a 1 minus, oh, one of these is wrong. Oh, that should be an x. That's 2x, my mistake. Okay, y is still 1. Then it's subtract 2 times negative 3. The question is it equal to 12? Is 6 plus 6 equal to 12? Of course it is. Of course it is. It's going to work for both, and I'm not going to check that one. Okay, so which one is easier here? I think I said the top one because y is just sitting there. So I'll pick 2x plus y equals 7. 2x plus y is equal to 7. Solve for y. Parentheses. Substitute. Other. Okay, y is here. So then I'm going to go 5 parentheses and then negative 2x plus 7 equals negative 10x. See, now I've got an equation that has just one variable. Distribute. Oh, okay, negative 10x plus 35 equals negative 10x. Add 10x. And we get x is going away. You get 35 equals 0. Weird. I've had students, Jan, they think they made a mistake, even though and this is face-to-face. Students that be face-to-face, and we talk about it and trying to get their attention. And I tell them, variable disappears, false statement, no solution. I tell them that. But they get on the exam and they look at that and go, oh, I must have made a mistake. So they'll go like this. They think they made the mistake, says, well, okay, x equals 0.
Yeah.
You know, or 35 or something like that.
Yeah.
No, 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 no. And I even write it out like this, Jan, which I'm going to do for this class. The author doesn't do it this way. Write it in words. If the variable, so I'm doing this to help you guys. I didn't do this with the other class because I didn't have one of the machines.
I was going to say.
Jan was doing it. If the variable goes away, let's say it disappears, and the equation is false, then no solution. Exclamation mark 3 times. That's the result. And that would tell you guys also they're parallel lines. Originally, they're parallel lines. You just didn't graph them and didn't know, but that's what's going to happen. They're parallel lines. They have the same slope. If you made this y equals mxb for, well, I did it here. No, here. Look at this. If you divide by 5, that's negative 2x, just like here. It's the same slope. Few of you might have been able to do that and got both of them in y equals mx plus b and say, forget the algebra, they're the same slope. Different y-intercept. No solution. Done. Move on to the next problem. Why do all this extra work? Done. I'm okay with that when it comes to the exam. If you can come up with the correct answer, that's all it means. That's all that matters. Come up with the correct answer. Okay, so Jan, here's some more, just like last time, that you can do those if you wanted to.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, stop. He's got to go pee. I'll start off with this. Hey, Jan, do you have your machine?
I do. Yeah. Let me get.
Okay, I'm gonna step through this one, and then I'm gonna let you continue with the examples. I'm gonna step through the example
Okay. Good.
here, and then I'll let you do the ones that need to be done with your machine while I take the dog out to go pee. You know,
Okay.
I'm babysitting grandkids and dogs and everything else. Otherwise, he's gonna pee on my foot.
Okay.
So here's the other method you guys are going to learn. It's called the elimination method. Addition. Some books call it the addition method, but elimination method. Okay, so another one. Could you have solved this one by substitution? Yes, you could. Get the x by itself. Maybe. But I'm going to do the elimination method. So the first step, you want to get it in what's called standard form. Okay, standard form. Yes, they are in standard form. The x's and y's on the left-hand side alphabetically. Let's see. Then we choose. This is the hard part for some of you. Choose a variable to eliminate. To get this, you want the numerical coefficients of the same variable to be the same but opposite signs. Well, right now, the numerical coefficient of that was 1, and that's -3. So they're not going to eliminate. But if this was a 3 and a -3, gone if you added them, because that's what you're going to do. Is that's where the addition method comes in. You're going to add straight down. Of course, these don't add down to get rid of the y. So if both of these were 6s, if that was a -6 and a +6, gone. Okay, well, the easiest one is just to change one of them, not both of them. This one, I have to change them both. So it's the same number. This one, all I have to do is change the top one. And the way you do it is, if I want this to be a 3 right here, so be it. But that's multiplying by 3. So then you'd have to multiply by 3 there, and you'd also have to multiply by 3. What you do to one side, you got to do the other. So that's the method. You stack them. You decide which variable to go away. Pick one that has only got one step, and rather than here, 2 steps for the y's. And then we're going to add straight down and see what happens. So here's our problem again. See if I step through the work here. X, okay, that's what I'm saying in this problem. Let's make them 3. One's negative, one's positive. Flip the page. So I'm multiplying the top by 3 straight across like I was doing earlier on the previous page. So I get this, and then you're going to add. So add straight down. So 3 minus 3 gone, like that. That's why I put down here 0. You don't have to write 0 if you don't want to. Add straight down here, -7y. Okay, I get that right there. And that -35. So divide both sides by -7, you get 5. Pretty fast. Now, when I say that, I like the elimination as a student. I liked it better because it's pretty fast. Substitution is probably, it was longer, probably takes 2 steps more, maybe 3. Easier to make a mistake, I think. Because after you get a 5, you're just going to plug that in. After you get a 5, you plug this in to either of the equations of the original and then come up with the last number, which in this case, it's going to be -3. So elimination, I think, is pretty fast, and you get to work some of those problems in 4.3 by elimination, work some of them that are in 4.2 by substitution, and then on the group quiz, you get to pick final exam, you get to pick. Okay, Jen, are you ready to continue?
I'm ready.
Okay. I need to unshare, stop my share, and if everybody knows how to pin, if everybody goes into speaker view, well, I don't know how you guys are seeing me and everybody else. I see everybody right now. If I click on what's called speaker view, and then if I double click Jan's picture, then all I'm going to see is her work. So that's just an idea. Just go into speaker view, double click Jan, and then she's going to take it away, and I'm going to go take the dog out. Be right back.
Okay, so let's do this first one. This first one's pretty easy because we have a +1y and a -1y. So these can go away, actually, which is great. Now I can just go ahead and just add straight down. So I'm going to do x and x. So that's 2x equals, and then that's 18. Divide by 2 on both sides, and x equals 9. So I have my x now. Now I just need to figure out what my y is. So I'm going to go up to the original up here, and it's saying 9 is in my x. So let me just rewrite it again. So if x is 9, So I'll just go ahead and place it right in where the X is. Now I need to figure out what my Y is. So I'm going to subtract 9 from both sides. And my Y, it's saying equals 4. But I want to double check and make sure. So I'm going to put them both in to each equation. So X plus Y equals 13. My X is 9 and my Y is 4. And that checks. X minus Y equals 5. So I'm going to put my 9 minus 4 equals 5. And that checks. So my ordered pair is going to be 9, 4. That's like the easiest one you can get, probably, or pretty close. Okay, this next one is a little more complicated. Because I want to eliminate something. And I think for me, I would probably multiply the bottom, both sides, by 2 so that I can eliminate the X. So I'm going to multiply the left by 2, and I'm going to multiply the right by 2. Okay, so distributive to both of them, that would be negative 2x plus 8y equals 34, right? 34, yeah. That's going to make these two go away. I'm going to just rewrite this one down here so that we can just do it this way. Okay, so now we're here. These two are going to go away. Now I have a positive 8y and a negative 1y. That's going to give me a 7y equals 28. Because I'm taking 34 minus 6. So that gives me 28. And then I'm going to divide both sides by 7. So my y should equal 4. Now I'm going to go into this first one, and I'm going to put 4 into the y so that I can figure out what my x is. So 2x minus y equals negative 6. 2x minus 4 equals negative 6. I'm going to get 4 to the right-hand side. 2x equals negative 2. And then I'll divide both by 2. X would equal negative 1. So now that I have my x and my y, I'm going to go to the original and plug it in. So 2 negative 1 is what I get for x, minus 4 equals negative 6. So that's going to be 2 times negative 1. So that's negative 2 minus 4 equals negative 6. Negative 6 equals negative 6. That one checks out. So we know the first one's good. Now let's do the second one. Negative x plus 4y equals 17. So I'm going to do negative, and this is where you really want to remember and make sure you do your parentheses, because I have a negative number I'm putting in there. So negative times negative 1 plus 4 times 4 equals 17. So that's going to be positive 1 plus 16 equals 17. 17 equals 17. So that checks. So my ordered pair is going to be -1, 4. Any questions on that one?
Can I screenshot the top one real quick?
Yeah. There you go.
Okay, got it. Thank you.
Yep. Okay. I guess we're going to keep going. Let's do the next one. Kind of like, let's do the time warp again. Okay. This one, I'm kind of going to do that same idea where I'm going to multiply the top by 3, because then I can have a +3 and a -3, which will cancel out each other. So let's do that. Top, whatever you do to one side, you have to make sure you do to the other side. So I'm going to do distributive to both of them. So that's going to be 3x minus 9y equals, and that's going to be -6. And now I'm going to just bring this one over. -3x plus 9y equals 5. Well, not only did I get rid of that one, but I also got rid of that one. So that's going to tell me that 0 equals -1, which it doesn't. So that's going to end up being a no solution. So I don't have to try to check for x's and y's when I'm doing it, because it ended up making everything go away. It ended up making my variable go away. Okay, next one. Okay. Let's see. When I look at this one, I'm thinking I could either multiply the top by 2 or the top by 2, because 2 times 2 is 4. And so I'm going to do that. So I'm going to multiply top and bottom by 2. Do the distributive. So that's going to be my 4x plus 10y equals 2. And then I'm going to bring over this -4x minus 10y equals -2. So I succeeded in being able to get rid of that, but I also succeeded in getting rid of that. So that's going to give me 0, and 2 and -2 is also going to give me 0. So this is the one time if the variable goes away, it's not no solution, because that's true. 0 really does equal 0. So you can say either infinite solutions or infinitely many. It doesn't matter. It's just you cannot say infinity, because infinity is basically a number. So you have to say either infinite solutions or infinitely many solutions on that one. Perfect, Jeff. I just finished. There's one last page for you. Yay. Now you're muted, I think.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'll take over. Thank you.
So we're here. We're on the last page. Let me
Yeah, unshare your screen. There you go.
There you go.
So this one you haven't done?
No, neither of those on that page. I did all the other ones, but
So this one's a hard one because you have to change two numbers to make the variable X or the variable Y the same. You have to change two numbers. The reason why I'm going to pick the Y is because it already has a positive and negative. It already has opposite signs. So that's a good thing. I'm going to choose the Y's. In doing so, this means I have to make them both tens. Multiply this by 2. And here's the 5 on this one. So make them both tens eventually. So remember, I have to give the 2 to everything. And it'll look like this. That's 8x and 10y equals 28. Multiplied by 5. So you're giving the 5 to everything. 15x subtract 10y. That's what I wanted right here. That's going to go away. Equals negative 5. So that's 23x equals 23. Hey, pretty fast. X equals 1. Now for the other variable. Substitute x equal 1 into either, I'll capitalize it, E-I-T-H-E, either equation. All right, here's the original. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch a monkey by a toe. If he hollers, let him go. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. My mother told me to pick the very best one, and you are it. Okay, this one down here. Do they still say that, Jan? Your kids' generation, your daughters, do they know
I think
that?
when they were little, yeah. I mean, they're in their late 20s and 30s, so.
Well,
I
Christina
think
probably will be doing the same thing, teaching her daughter.
Yeah.
Right.
We'll teach that to
Eventually.
Kailani.
Yeah. Or this little piggy, right? This little piggy went to
Yeah.
market, you know.
Already been doing that one with her.
So I picked that one. Okay. So now I'm going to put the x here. You go 3 times 1, subtract 2 times y, negative 1, 3 minus 2y, negative 1, subtract 3. Negative 2y equals negative 4. Okay, and the divide by negative 2, I get 2. Y equals 2. All right. Check them. Yeah. Well, I'm going to check one of them. You need to check them both. I'm only going to check one. Okay, here we go. I don't have any other eeny meenies. Let's see. You are my sunshine. You are my sunshine. And you make me happy when skies are gray. You never know,
You need
dear.
to take a nap,
I
Jeff.
love you. Oh, please take my sunshine away. Okay, so here, 4. We'll do this one. Just to check.
This is cold meds.
Yeah,
Yeah,
maybe
I haven't
that's
had
it.
mine yet. I'm waiting to go to bed to take my cold meds. Okay, we're going to check this one. So here we go. X is 1. 5, Y is 2. Oh yeah, hey, 10 and 4 is 14. Check. Okay, good answers here. Okay, last one looks scary, but it's not bad. You clear fractions. That's what you want to do. You want to clear.
Yeah, Brooke was wondering about the clearing fractions thing.
So you want the LCD. So the LCD on this one's 2. The LCD on this one's 4. Lowest common denominator. You could have used 8 here, but 4 is lower than 8. So I picked 4, lowest common denominator. So then you got to give it to everything. Everything. So over here, so 2 times negative x is negative 2x. And the 2's go away, so I'm left with just negative y equals 5. Over here, distribute. Okay, now this one here, 2 goes into 4 twice. It looks like I get negative 2x as well. And the 4's go away, so plus y. And that equals still 4 times 0 is 0. Hey, look at that. If I had add straight down, which is what I'm going to do, the y's go away, and it really wasn't that hard. The last one was harder, and it wasn't even fractions. So add straight down, gone. I get negative 4x is equal to 5. Now, this one's harder in that you got a fraction to plug in. So I came up with the first variable value pretty fast, but to come up with a y, it's going to be a little challenging. So if you plug it into the original, it looks pretty messy, doesn't it? So I'm going to default, I rarely do this, Jan, to these. I mean, put a fraction over here. Okay, fine, let's do that. I'd rather not do it here. See, if I'm going to put this fraction in either one of these, that would be the best one because it's not a fraction over a fraction. Okay, so it's not as bad as I thought. I'm picking this one. Okay, x, so negative, and x is 5 over negative 4, the way I wrote it. Subtract y over 2, that equals 5 over 2. 2 negatives make a positive, so I really have 5/4. Subtract y over 2 equals 5 over 2. Still going to use the LCD. I'm still going to do the LCD concept, which is 4. And then you distribute the 4 to everything. So that gives me 5. And then subtract. Now when I give 4 over here, there's still going to be a leftover of a 2. 2 goes into 4 twice. So there's still a 2 with the y. You go over there. Same idea. You've got a 2 goes into 4 twice, but 2 times 5 is 10. Yes. So a little bit of work. Sounds confusing and probably a little scary for a couple of you. All that I just did. And from here, it's not too bad. 10 minus 5 is 5. Divide by 2, so y is equal to negative 5/2. No, I am not going to check that. Checking is nasty. I'm going to trust that the algebra was okay. I'm going to trust it. Well, there you go. The assignment schedule, Jan, is there? Are we done with the little baby quizzes? I can't remember.
No, we
Are we
have
done
one more.
tonight?
We have one more.
Is it
No.
tonight?
No,
Oh, it's not tonight. Oh,
it's Thursday.
December
Yeah.
10th. I have a document right here.
Have Brooke yell it even louder because boy, that was not loud enough. What? Okay. What did Brooke say? Number 10. Did we take in number 10 already, Brooke? Brooke, I'm sorry, I don't mean to be picking on you. She's not talking because I'm.
Oh, no, I was
Right. There you go.
muted.
There you go.
December-
She's just being super quiet.
December
Yeah.
10th?
fun.
December 10th is group quiz 4. I have it on the document right here.
You have it on a document that shows when the group quiz is? Oh, group quiz. No, Jeff's talking about daily quiz.
Yeah, the daily quiz, the baby
No
quiz.
daily quizzes.
The
Let's
baby.
be done. Let's just, Christmas miracle.
Okay, so on Thursday, what's it going to be on, Jan? What did I say on my schedule for you?
Let's see here.
The 4-2 and 4-3.
Well, 4.1, 4.2, and 4.3.
Oh, there you go. There you go. So not tonight, but Thursday will be number 10, the last one. The last one. And, you know, you have a choice. You don't have to take it at all if you don't want to. You get 2 to throw away. Don't forget, you get two of them to throw away. So maybe that's what you do is you say, yeah, I'm going to bet. I'll try it. No big deal. Because if you've gotten 8s, 9s, and 10s on your little baby quizzes, you're in pretty good shape. But that's Thursday. So tonight, I guess Jan's going to continue where we left off. She's got a few other ones to mess around with. I'll let her decide. Jan, you can decide whether maybe you ask them, hey, do you want to do substitution, elimination? Let them guide you, and then you can do a couple of each, maybe. Just an idea.
Yeah. Sounds good.
I'll stick around for any last questions before I go to bed.
Hope you feel better.
Yeah.
I will. I'll be better.
Yes,
No
hope you
problem.
feel better.
See you in the morning, Jeff. I hope so. They
No,
do
I'm
have their.
planning on it. No, I'm
Yeah.
planning on it.
Okay, cool. Okay, I'll
I
see you
feel
guys in
fine.
the other room. Okay, good.
Yeah, I'll stick around for any questions from anybody here.
Hey, Jeff. I mean, yeah, Jeff. Sorry, I'm still stuck on Gordon and Jeff.
Yeah, that's okay.
I have a quick question. It's still kind of going back to the 4.2 section, like on page 145,
Yes.
the examples that you were doing. I'm not sure, because I guess I was looking at the homework earlier.
Yes.
Can I do a math problem from the homework assignment with you? Because it's
Yes. Which one?
on 4.2, problem 15. I really just want to see what you do and see if I did the first steps right.
Can you read it off to me? The
Yeah,
originals?
it's 2x minus 5y equals 1. The second equation is 3x plus y equals -7.
Okay. So
So
what was your first step? What did you want to do? This is substitution section, by the way.
yeah, so so the first equation, the 2x minus 5y equals 1, right? I subtracted the -2x to the other side to try to get
I'm going to
y.
stop you. I'm going to stop you for a minute. Okay?
Okay.
You're picking the harder of the two equations. This is the harder one.
Okay.
This is easier, and here's the reason. If you're going to get the variable y by itself, it's a
already
pretty
by
simple.
itself.
Yes,
Oh,
see, it's already there. Here, you got a lot of work to do. This is
Okay.
easier. That's why you want to pick this one.
Okay.
So go ahead and try that on your work on your page right there.
Okay.
I'll give you a minute, and then I'll do it, and then we can compare.
Okay, so then if you were to try to get y by itself, right here, you subtract the 3x, subtract the 3x, right? So then you get y equals -3x minus 7, right? So y equals -3x minus y. So now you plug that in to the first equation, right? Because you already got
Yes.
your y.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
you have 3x. Is it plus or no? It's still minus 3x, right? But in parentheses.
Yes.
-7, right? So now you -7 equals -7. So now you do a distributive property or distribute to all sides. So you have -9x, right?
Okay, let's stop for a second. Let's see if I've got what you're talking about. Okay, I'm going to stop
Oh,
right there. I'm going to
shoot, my
stop
bad.
right there.
I screwed up because I didn't add the 5. I missed the 5.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, so 2x minus 5, you multiply the -3x in parentheses, -7 equals -7. You distribute, which is positive 15x, positive 35 equals -7, 2x. Okay, now you add alike terms, which is 17x plus 35 equals -7.
No,
Subtract.
you said equals -7. I keep hearing equals -7.
Oh my, equals 1.
Should be 1. Yeah, yeah.
Ah, I'm such a dummy.
You were probably picking up -7 by looking at this and just carrying it down. But yeah, this is the original right here.
When you distribute, are you also distributing it? You're also distributing you're not distributing that 5 to the 1, right? It's just
No, right, correct. Just whatever. See the pink parentheses right here goes around the y because it's like goes around the y, and then this is your pink parentheses right there.
So then you end up getting 17x equals -34.
I agree.
You divide the 17, which should give you a so 34, 17. It's going to give you a x equals -2.
I agree.
And then now since you have your x, right? Now you plug it into the first equation, which is a 2x. No, I'm sorry, you plug into the 3x plus y equals -7.
It turns out you can plug it into either. At the end, it could be either. You get to choose.
You get to choose. Okay, I'll plug into the second one, right?
Okay.
Because don't in this section, aren't you trying to get your pair, your two pairs? So for one, you're solving x, and the other you're solving y, right?
Okay. In this case, I agree.
Okay. So if I already got my x and I need to solve for y, I'm gonna plug in x for. Okay, so I'm talking out loud. Sorry.
That's okay. No, it's good. I can hear you. That's good.
3 times -2 plus y equals -7. So you got -6 plus y equals -7. You can add the 6, and you get y equals -1. So your two order pairs are -2, -1. Oh my God. I get it.
Yes, you do.
Okay.
Just got to be careful. A couple little hiccups, it could throw it all off. You put a -7 here instead of the 1, then it's all going to fall. It's going to be harder or messier, won't check, and then you'll get frustrated. So just take your time, follow my instructions. This is a good example for you since you wrote it on your own paper to follow for the rest of them. That's
It's
good.
just what throws me off is because on the earlier problems, it was already giving you what y is. It was already giving you what you need to plug in, which was easier, right? But in this other section of the homework, what's throwing me off is when there's a number in front of the variable equals, x plus 2 or x whatever, 1 not. Does that
Okay.
mean you divide it?
Pick another one. Do another example.
Okay.
Another homework problem.
Okay, 18.
All right.
18 is 2y equals x plus 2. That's the first equation. Second equation is 6x minus 12y equals 0.
All right. You just talk it out. I'll write it, and then I'll listen, and I'll interrupt you if you end up. I need to interrupt you, because you're making a mistake. So you just talk it out like you've done already.
Okay. So try to figure out which one's the easiest, right? Well, if you already know you want to get a variable by itself, well, I feel like the top one is the easiest to get x by itself because you just got to get rid of that 2.
I agree.
Right?
I
So
agree.
then what you do is you're going to subtract the 2, right? You're going to subtract
agree.
the 2, right?
I agree.
So you have 2y equals x plus 2. You're going to subtract the 2, because then that's just going to give you 2y minus 2 equals x, which it really, that's just that. That's it. You got your x right there, right? So then you're going to plug that in, right? I'm going to plug that into the bottom,
Yes.
equation.
Yes.
Then I got 6, right?
Yes.
Multiplied by 2y minus 2 parentheses.
Yes.
minus 12y equals
Yes.
0.
Yes.
Now I have 12y minus 12 minus 12y equals 0. So then now, well, you add alike terms, right? Well, actually, well, it doesn't, okay, so wouldn't I add the 12 first, add the 12 to the other side, making it 12y minus 12y equals 12. And doesn't that mean that, doesn't that cancel out? Making
Yeah.
it
What cancels out?
the 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 12y.
Yes. So the 12 Ys go away. Okay. Now, do you get a, remember what I said? If the variable disappears and it's false,
That means, oh boy, I wrote it down. No solution,
you are right. That's it.
because if that cancels out, regardless, because what I did here is before the, so when you add alike terms, right?
Yeah.
I added the 12 to the right side, making it 12y minus 12y equals 12. It's still the same thing. It don't matter.
It is. That's
So
right.
it's no solution. So, but that means it's a parallel equation.
They're parallel lines. If you graphed them, they would be parallel lines. You're right. If you graphed them, but you're not, but they would
Right.
be parallel. They don't touch. The lines won't touch.
And how do you know that? Well, you have the 12, whether it's a positive, it's saying that both of these lines are, one of them is at 0, the other one's at 12 or negative. It doesn't matter. They're still parallel, right? That's what these numbers are telling you, the 12 and the 0.
Uh, this is a no solution, no big S for solution.
Mhm.
And that indicates graphically, no solution, no solution. They don't touch. The lines don't touch. Lines don't. D-O-N-T, touch. They don't touch. Oh, well, that means if you graph this, they won't touch. They'll look like, parallel lines like this.
Right.
That's what it, no solution in graphing means they're parallel lines. They don't touch.
Okay. Because, okay, yeah, I know you're not feeling well. I guess I understand 4.3 is a lot easier. It was a lot easier. So there were just
Yes, I agree. Yes, I would, if I had, like if I was as a student and you had a choice to do either or, I'd always do elimination. I would always do that unless it was such an easy equation like this. Here, what if it was like this? Okay, y equals, let's say x, and you got 3x minus 2y is equal to 4. Well, I would do substitution. It's set up, ready to go. I wouldn't try beating it up with the elimination, because elimination means you'd have to go like this. You have to go minus x plus y equals 0. This is elimination. 3x minus 2y equals 4. Then you'd have to match these up or match these up. There's more work. This one, y equals x, you just go stick an x right there and then work it out.
Wouldn't it be
most of the, what's that?
Okay, if you were to do that, right? If there was a problem with a y equals x, isn't x really, or isn't y really just means 1?
No.
It means x.
No. Yeah, y equals x. So this one here, you would go 3x minus 2x equals 4. This would be 3x minus 2x. Or I could say x is y. This would be 3y minus 2y.
Okay.
But equals 4, then so x equals 4. Hey, you're done like that. So really back up here, x is 4, y is 4. Hey, you're done. X is 4, y is 4. Okay. This would be more work with the elimination, but I would say 95% of the time, elimination is like this one here.
That's easy.
I would do elimination.
You would just need to multiply the bottom by 5 to
I agree. I agree. And you'll get your answers quicker. I agree.
Okay, so it really just depends. Okay, I get it. That's it. So, okay, good deal. I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Yeah, you're welcome. It's been a while since we chatted anyway.
Yeah, well, it's because I get so focused in this math stuff, and I already signed up for the 156. I'm taking it with Falbo.
Good.
Uh,
He does an evening. Is it an evening class that you're doing with him?
Yeah, that's the only one I can make it. It's times like yours, 6 to 8. That's really the only time.
Yeah.
So, I after I spoke with you last, I did a little bit of research, and turns out that some of my options aren't taking any transfers because of this time right now. So I'm hoping that changes in the next, hopefully year or so.
Yeah.
But if I stop now, then I'm gonna stop, and I can't do that. So I'd rather just move forward with it.
Yeah, you don't want to take a pause in your math because that's too big a break. So just keep plodding along. I'm not sure how Tom is handling his online teaching. You might reach out to him, send him an email and ask him how does he plan on teaching the class? Is it Zooming or not? Is it homework online or not?
Yeah,
Just to get a
actually,
sense.
I don't. That's a good question, because I like this section here, or doing through Zoom, and the tutoring through Zoom and everything has been working. So yeah, that's actually a good question. I probably should send him an email sometime soon. And there is one other question I did have. You did briefly touch on at the end. So let me write this down. I know it's in your syllabus, but real quick, you are, I guess, take out, what is it, 2 quizzes,
Yes, 2 baby quizzes.
which are like the 10 points, right?
Right, the 10 pointers.
Out 2 baby quizzes. And then do you do also a homework assignment? One homework
One.
assignment?
One homework assignment. And 1 group quiz.
And then one. Oh, that's good. That's gonna be my first one. Quiz. So, okay. And that's it, right? And then
Yes, and then you get the bonus points for going to Gordon. You're going to get all your 20. That's not an issue. And then the last not a safety net. The last possible bonus points is if your final exam is better than your lowest. Okay, what's your lowest exam score? What's your lowest point exam score? You remember?
91 or 92.
Wow. Really? That's your lowest?
Yeah, my test scores has been 91, 93, and 90.
You're in great shape. You're really good shape. Yeah, you shouldn't have a problem. You won't destroy your A. You're not going to destroy your A.
Yeah,
You'll
that's
do great. Yeah, you've got an A for the course. Good job.
well, I don't know why no one takes advantage of Gordon. It sounds very mean to say to take advantage of someone, but I've been taking full advantage.
Yeah.
And when I mean that, I mean that he's great. He does a lot more than what he's getting paid for. And he's going to continue with my math until I'm done. So
You're very fortunate to have connected with him for your spring with Math 156. So good job on staying with him for the spring and knowing that his schedule is going to accommodate you. Yeah.
when he said that, hey, I'm gonna stick by your side until you get it done, I said, I'm not gonna stop then.
Yeah.
So so he told me, all right, I'm gonna contact because he told me, once you sign up, let me know, and if you want to move forward, and I did. And so he's like, I'm gonna contact the teacher, get all the work, and then boom.
Right on.
So
Right on.
yeah, he's
a big cheerleader for you.
Yeah, let me tell you, him and I have been putting some late hours.
Yeah.
Feel bad for him, but hey, I appreciate it. Okay, so I guess because this is my fear. What if I bomb my exam? What if I get
Why are you thinking that?
Because here's the thing, it's on the whole thing, right? It's on the whole class, on the
Sure.
whole
Yeah.
work.
Yeah.
There was a few sections, and here's the thing is that when I'm focused on right now on these sections, and then I'm slowly like Well, actually, everything we worked up till not right now still ties back to everything we've done. It's just the sections I'm having a hard time with is the graphing
Yes, okay.
and what was it on test number 2? There was, like, yeah, I forget what it was.
I'm going to give you a suggestion. I'm going to give you 2 suggestions. The back of the packet should have a practice final exam. That's number 1. There's a practice final exam back there with an answer key. I'm going to look to make sure I'm not lying to you. Oh yeah, no, that's there. So there's a practice final exam with 48 questions, it looks like. Yeah, 48. So that's one place to start, practice those. At the end of each chapter, there's a chapter exam with all the answers in the back of the book, all the answers. So
The quizzes.
I would take the chapters you feel a little weaker on and try those and then compare your answers, and anything that you are like really struggling, then go back to Gordon and say, these looks like these are the, narrow it down so he, with this time that he has with you, he can spend efficiently and effectively the specific topics that you are feeling a little apprehensive about. So
Yeah.
I would do the practice final exam first, because it's there in your packet. And then, given that you have extra time, then do the chapter tests. There's like 18 questions in each chapter.
Oh, that's perfect then. Because right now my class grade is what, 97?
Oh my God. See, you're not, you'd have to really bomb it. You're not going to bomb it. You'd have to probably get a C in the final, and then it'll reduce it down to a B.
I can't do
Probably is what's going to happen. But
I
you're
need
not.
A.
If you get a high B, if you get like an 85% of your final, you probably still have enough points to get an A.
Yeah, I need an A.
You're getting it. Just do what you've been doing. Don't worry about it. Just do the best you can. It'll come out to be an A. All right. I'm just letting you know that.
Good. I feel a little bit better. Before I let you go, I just want to let you know, I don't know why I didn't do this before. Meaning, I don't know why I didn't